Draftography. I mean, Trent, you study this, right? Topography?
Yes. Yes.
What is topography? Elevation, like mountains and shit?
Yeah, mountains and all that stuff.
Wait, isn't
like a topographical map?
No,
you know,
T-O-P-O, not T-Y-P. It's typography versus topography, but my obnoxious Jersey accent makes it hard for you to tell the difference.
All right, so they keep... I think that these are just exact same bands, I'm pretty sure, unless Doom changed, but...
I don't think Doom was first banned, but I do forget what the combo was.
So they steal the center. And they steal the Mars.
It was Doom. It was the same.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mabe.
Just gonna mirror it up. Do they CM here? Do they Air Spirit again? The Air Spirit felt pretty good. I think he played really well.
Yeah, I would agree with that, actually.
Mm.
5 seconds.
It is kind of funny that now they'll have the ping, right?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna have the ping Mars again. He's gonna show him how it's done.
Dude, if he actually lands his spears, I'm gonna be completely devastated for the next panel.
But shit like this is exactly what makes me think that we're always overstating the ping advantage here. You know, like the players will admit that it's better to play on low ping, but they don't seem to always pick heroes that cater to ping.
I've had players telling me they won't pick Puck on the other server.
Yeah, Puck is 100% a no-no. Yeah.
Like, they just straight up won't.
I do agree with you that I think Mars is harder. I think you're definitely going to miss at least a spear or more because of ping throughout the game that you probably wouldn't have missed on 5 ping. I think that's fair.
Check their pings, Iori? I don't know how to do that, but...
Yeah.
Oh, the Snapfire!
Open console type status. But... The problem is you get their pub names.
All right, 176 and I'm 171, buddy. We wouldn't do very well here.
But
shout out to who PPD was right, who has 86 ping.
Like Bowie has literally 6 ping right now to this server.
Yep,
6. It's just disgusting. I've never had 6 ping in a Dota game ever anywhere.
Well, Source TV
so good,
has 0
and then
ping,
you get spoiled because you can't play. And I think that's really the problem for Brazilian players. We get spoiled with 5 ping, and then we have to play 120, and that's normal. Like a lot of NA players, I think they get 80 or like 70, depending on where they live.
I'm used to like 40, 35, 40, something like that. I'm central. I live on a mountain as well. I know the pain. It's hard to run cables through the goddamn rocks.
Always getting in the way. All right, so game 1 analysis is now coming into play, though. The idea of the Snapfire. It's out there, Bowie. You were right. Mini with the flex right at the end is they have the 9th pick. So this could be mid or this could be the 4 Snapfire.
I
want to see the mid Snapfire. It's probably going to beat Centaur, just being the same lane as Centaur just because it's a good combo. They removed the Jug. So if Lifestealer doesn't get picked, most heroes actually have a pretty bad time against this combination.
Worth noting as well, I don't know if we've brought it up specifically, but Jupiter and Sexy Fat switching things up since they lost Ma with this lineup from the first season. So now Sexy Fat is playing 3 and Jupiter is playing 4. It used to be the other way around. Any Sexy insider info on that?
So from what I read from their statement is that Jupiter used to play 4 before he was their offlaner. So they thought he wouldn't have a hard time relearning the position. And Sexy Fat was always an offlaner, so they decided to take him after he left Bait. I think he was living in Europe until the last season of DPC.
5 seconds remaining.
But yeah, I mean, they just let Ma go. I'm not sure. Like, it definitely felt like in the first series that they played that they were not, as synced as a offlane duo. I'm not sure if they decided this like right at the start or right at the end of the time to change their players, or if this was something that they thought about like as soon as the first season ended. But yeah, it felt kind of a little bit rough, but I think they're getting better, and we'll see how they fare here in Brazil servers.
It's also interesting to think about this storyline from Latam Defenders. There's the PL ban. See what they grabbed 3rd here, but qualified for Division 1. Got knocked apart in Division 1, and now in Division 2, they look really strong. Like they're almost a little over-skilled for this division. Will they get moved up again and then just get pummeled right back down, just stuck in this cycle of from second to first, from first to second. We'll see.
It's the Hokori story, right? They went from Division 2 to Division 1, and they're getting
Hokori
trading. It'll just be Latam and Hokori back and forth from first to last. Oh, man. Quite the emotional roller coaster for these teams.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the Lifestealer pick? Oh, Wraith King, dude. What I really appreciate, though, is picking the 1. Because you see the Centaur and you see the Snapfire, and I would rather save my support pick to get a little bit more information in this case with how many bans are already out there. Now, Wraith King versus, like, how many heroes are left, that I'm not sure about.
10 seconds.
They must be very confident in whatever their mid's going to be. They want some help on those rotations.
Yeah, I think the positive, I don't think Wraith King lanes that well against that lineup, but the fact that you have your reincarnation and their lineup is super bursty, right? You have this stampede into Kisses, and then the hero's dead. So being able to revive allows your team to buy time and get to you and stuff. So they get this Ebba. Probably 5, but
I mean, this is nice. There's a lot of stuns here. It's a really good CC chain that they've got that's easy to start with the Wraith King stun. Throw some spears. You got some Grimstroke nonsense on top of that. So I get it. They want somebody Oracle-esque, and since Oracle's banned...
I'm almost sure that the bug from Grimstroke doesn't get the Phantom Embrace, doesn't get dispelled, right, from Shield? Am I wrong?
It changed.
I don't know. Yeah,
it might now.
I think
for some reason I think it might
dispel, but we'll see.
Witch Doctor.
That one always gets me. Hey, finally, Witch Doctor versus Centaur. Very
good. This is good. I agree. Okay. Amazing. They're going to make our boy look good here. Another stun. We got 4 out of 4 stuns on the defenders right now. I like it.
Yeah, and they have a non-dispellable ability on that Maledict. So the Troll, even when he ults, the Abandon with the shield, that's not going to be taken out.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so both teams lacking a mid laner unless they decide to flex the Snapfire. I guess Mars could be middle too. Venomancer is open, so if they want to flex the Mars mid, maybe that's a possibility. What else is good in the offlane here?
Tide Hunter.
Oh yeah, I like the Tide.
10 seconds remaining.
I think they must have had a very good idea. I think the second they picked Wraith King, they knew the Troll was coming. I feel like with the heroes that were left. So I assume that they're okay with that situation. That's kind of why I wondered why they didn't pick the Troll instead. Because then I'm not sure what you would go for from BINOMISTAS.
I think the Troll versus Centaur matchup is so... We saw that in the SG versus No Ping draft.
Yeah, I guess at least you have the stun, right? True.
Yeah, you're so scared to ult because you get kited really hard. You get speared. It's annoying.
This strikes me as a game where Troll has to go for BKB, like high priority. And if you don't get value out of those first couple, like 9-second, 8-second charges... I don't know. Is 6 seconds of BKB enough for you to take over team fights? It can be.
This. It could be.
With Lina,
you get this Lina though that can swap
solid
between the Snapfire.
Yeah, very good. And some nice follow-up damage. They needed something to cover this front line that isn't just the Troll. Can actually secure kills. And another AoE stun. We talked about this, right? The Centaur, Lina, Snapfire. It's circles.
Oh, wow. That was fast.
They have to leave a mid now.
Oh, no. Oh, dude. This is dirty. Abba, Troll, and Centaur, and Lina. This is 4 heroes with passives. Oh, no. This looks like a dirty Viper game. And again, I'm going to say it for a third time. They've got all these stuns. You feel great with this supporting cast around the Viper. Amazing.
This Soulbind game, though. It's a nice Soulbind game. Double cask, double Viper strike.
True.
Even Wraith King stun, nice and simple.
This looks
I do
rough,
feel
man.
like the mid lane is going to be much better for BINOMISTAS, though. And their off lane, too. I think the Centaur Snapfire is going to be very annoying for the Wraith King. He might farm, but I think he's going to have to overspend on regen. Moonlight can die anytime.
Are you sure you're not underestimating the Maledict on the Witch Doctor? Are you sure Sexy Fat's not going to get some of those, like, I got the kill, but I also died a lot, and then come out of the lane like, yeah, Cuckahook's way ahead?
They have 2 stuns, dude. They're fine. They're gonna
fine.
They're gonna.
You mean
burst that
Latam
witch
defenders,
doctor.
right? They've got 2 stuns. They're gonna be fine.
We'll see. I'm curious to see what Nana's build is. I think that'll be very interesting because I don't know if he'll be able to get with the bots again with the matchup, and we'll see how he's able to actually like what tank ability items might want to actually fight a little bit earlier with his teammates. I think could be really cool.
I would agree. That's an interesting thought. And
It's gonna be weird because Atos is kind of common, but you have this Abaddon on the other side. Maybe a Hood is okay. We'll see.
I kind of agree with Trent, though. I'd be tempted to build this Viper super tanky and just frontline, take a little pressure off that Mars so he can get really good high priority arenas, get his combos, and you can just be that obnoxious, venomous sponge that absorbs all the damage in the front line. Plus, you got the Witch Doctor to back you up, right? A little bit of extra healing there. That helps a little.
All right, but ping, guys. It's fine. BINOMISTAS. They're going to clean this one up. All right?
All right.
Yeah, I'm either going to look really good or really bad at the end of this year, so I'm excited to see what happens.
As it always does, Bowie.
Oh, what do we
yeah.
have a report that there might be a pause.
Nice segue.
Should we help them
There
out a
it
little?
is. And Latam defenders, they say, guys, we're going to need just a moment. So, yeah, we can help them out here.
Yeah.
So, ping advantage will be going the way of BINOMISTAS this time. They've got some skill shot stuns, so maybe a good lineup to try to take advantage of this ping.
All right, we never have a chance to do this because the draft instantly ends. We'd make a prediction or whatever, but now we have this full pause. We need to decide who's going to win every lane. All right, mid lane, Viper versus Lina. Do you think Mini has what it takes?
Wash.
With no...
I think it'll be even.
All right, who's going to have more
Lina,
net worth at
5
7.5 minutes?
Lina for sure.
I think Lina too.
Okay, I'll go Lina. I think it'll be really close. Lina by a hair.
All right, so then Lina has the help of Stampede and Snapfire rotation. So then Lina's going to rotate with Laguna Blade to the center in the Snapfire lane, right? Cookie, stun, LSA, ults, whatever hero's just dead, but it's a Wraith King with ult. So then he might have his ult. He could respawn, then the arena comes in. Do they have enough for actual turn potential? Ooh, it looks like that means the Angel has a nice game on this Witch Doctor, right? The potential for the early ganks to stuff them. That's a lot of pressure, but before ulti, that's very difficult.
My bold prediction: there will be at least one fight in the mid game where they get off a double Witch Doctor's cask, and it completely wins them the fight.
It's pretty bold.
I think we're going to see the power of the Grimstroke Witch Doctor in terms of double cask bouncing around at once. It's deadly, bud. It's deadly.
All right. You guys want to hear a bold prediction?
All right.
Yes.
BINOMISTAS, they're going to win all 3 lanes. There's no... Like, you have an Abaddon throw, all right? You got Spirit, Shield, GG. There's no follow-up. Top, you have Snapfire, Centaur. What do you do? Like, yeah, sure, you're going to cask someone, but your Wraith King lost half of his HP. He's going to have to walk back to the tower. He's going to be salved. That Witch Doctor will buy boots at 10 minutes.
You buy a whole bunch of clarities. You rock the Voodoo Restoration. You hit level 5.
He might
and then you hit him hard with the Maledict. That's how you.
But then you have no stun because you learn Voodoo Restoration.
Well, you only need one of each. You don't need the second point in stun. That's a distraction, Bowie. Don't let it.
Okay,
that's like when you go to the buffet and they got all the fish in the back, right? Everything before the fish is a distraction. They want you to fill up your plate before you get to the good stuff.
He knows it all.
The Maledict and the Restoration is the good stuff.
I do agree that BINOMISTAS will win the laning stage. I feel pretty good about them this game. I don't expect them to get as ran over, but who knows? And we do have our 10 players back now as well.
Well, there you go. So we'll give our casters a chance to chime in here. Theban, Gary, I'm looking at you, dog. Are you ready to catch this thing? What's going on? How are we feeling about these drafts?
I got it, Gary. I mean, I got it. Thank you, Zayori. Thank you for passing me the ball for once. I feel like that kid in school, that everybody feels bad, that never gets to play. So, one time you throw him the ball, I'm like, yeah, finally, feel so happy. But yeah, BINOMISTAS versus Latam defenders, Gary. Are you ready for game number 2? Another Viper show?
Another Viper for no, yeah. It's up against Alina, though, isn't it? Not as advantageous a matchup as versus the Death Prophet. Many probably gonna have a better time here, and ping advantage as well. So we could definitely see it swing the other way. And I kind of like what Bo was saying. All 3 lanes look incredibly solid from them. Battling into a Troll Abaddon lane, Snapfire with Centaur. So much aggressively natured heroes in both of those side lanes, especially.
This time, This is the thing, Gary. They picked the Lina. They had an idea that if the Viper does get picked by Latam defenders, oh my god. I'm telling you, there needs to be new pause rules in the DPC. This is just unacceptable, at the start of the game. But yeah, okay, we're on our way again. But yeah, like the Viper last pick, I can't believe they gave it to them again. Like, this is the hero that destroyed you in game 1. It's natural for you to think about banning the hero, obviously not first phase, but like second phase at least, because you know that like that's his comfort zone right now. No. Like, he's fresh, like he feels warmed up with this hero. He destroyed you. He's gonna want to do it again.
Yeah, especially off the back of a victory. You know your timings. You know how things are all going to pan out.
I can see what they're thinking though. You got the Abaddon, you got the shield, which is nice against the Viper. You got the Lina, which is nice against the Viper. But your Troll doesn't like Viper, even if he does have an Abaddon sitting behind him. The passive, the Nether Toxin, is not gonna care about the shield either. So the Troll, he better have a really good game, and Mini, he better destroy this Viper, because again, game 1, I can see the same exact thing happening in this game.
And try and force the Viper to make some moves rather than just let him sit and farm lane and jungle at the same time. We'll see if that all comes to fruition. As down at bottom, there is that Abaddon Troll lane up against the Mars and the position 4 Grimstroke. Not leveling anything up just yet for Moonlight until the Stroke of Fate comes.
I'm a huge fan of the Abaddon as a 5. I think with his Overvenom, he can do a lot of stuff. Look at that, just shield pop, plenty of damage to both of the heroes. They're just bullying him out. He's gonna back up. He's gonna salve up soon. Fairy Fires, just in case I don't know what comes out. Everything was on cooldown. But yeah, one thing though I would say is I love Grimstroke against Abaddon as well in the late game. You got that Soulbind into Phantom's Embrace, and the Apothic Shield does nothing against it. You can't really remove it easily. The shield doesn't remove the Embrace. The silence is extremely annoying.
Again, especially with that third point, getting the 3 hits required to kill it off.
Exactly. We've been seeing a lot of that lately.
Could be huge.
Leveling it up early.
And especially in this lane where, you've got Spear, God's Rebuke, the Ink Spell can come out of the Grimstroke. If that Abaddon does continue playing as he has been, when this Dire Side hits level 2, things could turn nasty. Equally though, in that top lane, the Radiant have got a lot of aggression themselves. Centaur and Snapfire, they're about to both hit level 2, and that's where Angel has to be very, very concerned about his own positioning.
Yeah, not only Angel, but the Wraith King. We've seen this lane before, where the Wraith King just kind of dies to like a Cookie or a Hoof Stomp initiation. You got so many spells. Look at Jupiter's build. This is what I was talking about. You got the Lil Shredder plus the Blightstone. That is a lot of minus armor in this lane, Gary.
Oh, it's tons.
That's a nice, solid build. Yep, and with this build, you kind of go for... Oh,
and there
Cookie.
It is. They've already got the minus armor on it.
That minus armor.
Yeah, Witch Doctor. Oh, just gets shredded. First blood goes to Jupiter, and Cuckahook, he's not looking too healthy himself. And down bottom, it looks like, Valkyrie's going to try and slip away from those ranged axes of Benny. Very, very scary time for both of these side laners on the Dire team.
Let's go back to the top lane. This is the fun lane right here. Minus 8 armor onto the Witch Doctor. He just got destroyed. Lil Shredder becomes a big Shredder in this early laning stage.
And now Jupiter contesting that pull. Could also do a lot of damage to Witch Doctor if he does move forward. That gives Centaur, like Sexy Fat, gets, a full wave free farm. Wraith King doesn't really know what to do with himself. Like, he's played very far forward here, but when Snapfire kind of readjusts and come back into the lane, there's a Cookie.
Oh, they're going in.
Wraith King tried to dodge it.
Oh my god,
the minus armor and the stomp is so much. He pops his wand. Cuckahook, he turns to fight. Let's put a double edge on the final hit. It takes him out. Sexy Fat with a Maledict level 1 on him. Looks like he's going to be okay with a Fairy Fire. And he gets back to his tier 1 safe and sound.
Yep, and he gets that Ring of Health as well. Like, this Centaur going back to the Secret Shop, getting the Ring of Health feels so nice right here, especially with the lane pushing into him. Wraith King just lost like 3 creeps on top of that. Witch Doctor is not level 3 though, so they have some potential to get some damage onto Sexy Fat at this point. True. Bottom lane, here it is. Oh, at last.
Yeah. Finally, I was just about to say, Bowie wasn't too far off. Both side lanes kind of victories for the BINOMISTAS, right? Just looking at CS, Tendonize on the Centaur, Troll doing grand, like 18. The last hits up on him. I do get that nice little kill for the Latam defenders to kind of alleviate a bit of the pressure from them. But mid lane, Viper 22-4. He's doing incredibly well. No.
Yeah, 21-5 on Mini. It's just even, right? At the moment. I guess Iori was the most correct on that one for the time being, until 7 minutes. We'll see. That, it's going to be a wash.
Yeah, just farm trade. Like Nana pushes that wave in with Nether Toxin, backs up to his little small camp, farms it up.
I think the biggest issue here is BINOMISTAS don't have a 4. Oh,
top lane again, man.
I see you.
Coco, another Fairy Fire. He's already popped his stick, so he survives. But what does he do next? Like, get salved up, stay around in this lane? At what point do you say, screw it, I've only got 10 CS, I'm going to go jungle?
Dude, that's awful. I've never seen a Wraith King struggle this hard. Like, 13 last hits the bot have at 5 minutes into the lane. Yeah, that's really bad, Gary. But he needs more levels, so level 3 Wraith King can't really just go straight into the jungle. Jupiter, he's caught out here.
Yeah, this could be a big kill for them.
They can get something going.
Slice him.
Yep, nice
Get
cast.
the Mortal Strike damage into the Maledict. And that is a huge sigh of relief coming out for the Latam defenders for sure. Like, Cookhook's like, yes, I can play my lane.
Good.
I can hit some creeps.
And I think the Snapfire, he's actually skilling up the low Shredder. That's what I was thinking. Like, is he gonna do it? He has a level 2 Shredder with bottom lane Nuage.
Yeah,
Shield in one. Oh, he's gotta get. Oh, he didn't shield.
Doesn't get it off. Troll tries to turn.
Wow. I think he thought he was dead, and he just like didn't even try to move there. Because he definitely could have got a shield off, especially with the new buffs to Abaddon, his cast point.
Yeah.
Witch shock there. Bam, dead.
Just destroyed. Blink of an eye.
Stun. Double edge. So good. I love this lane, Gary. I think this is like top 3 off lane at the moment in Dota 2. Snapfire Centaur. We've been seeing it since week 1.
Yeah. And it feels incredibly good. And then we see all these like different builds from the Snap as well. You know, the Blink Rush, we've seen that Solar Crest, we've seen Aghanim Scepters come out of these Pos 4 snaps, so it's all deciding what state of the game you're in and what you need to be doing. Now, TPing Viper top, Sexy Fat going to get cast up, and he's not hit level 6 yet, but Mini's also preemptively rotated up here. Laguna Bladed to Nana, and a huge move by Mini. That is absolutely beautiful from BINOMISTAS, predicting that move from Nana.
Yeah, they were thinking about going on the Wraith King, but then they're like, hold on, there's a Viper who's level 7 TPing in. Oh,
now Cookie.
They're not done.
Light Strike Array onto the Wraith King. He's been burst within an inch of his life. I don't have the finishing touch.
Another salve. Yeah.
I wonder how many salves Angels bought, actually, in this lane.
A lot. Definitely a lot. Oh, I realized something today, Gary, that I didn't realize before. I don't know why. Did you know that shared tangles don't have a cooldown anymore?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, Angel. Holy crap.
It just gets blown up.
He's getting soloed.
Hey, Cookie's forward. It looks like Snapfire is going to be stampeded in there.
Slow.
Centaur's coming in to close in on the Cookhook, and he's at level 6, so no reincarnation. Down you go to the Stomp, and a double kill for Mini, who's stuck around top.
Yeah, they got the kill onto Cocohook before Jupiter died as well, so... I mean, this is the best thing Mini could do right now. Just stay up here, pressure the carry. If you want, you can send a Snapfire middle to get some experience. Centaur
So
and Nina will
Viper
take this top tower.
moves down bottom instead onto Benny, but he's got Battle Trance. Neither spear to hold him back. Valkyrie going to be the one to die as Nana turns to face the troll. Should be able to bring him down, and maybe the kill on Nuage is here. Force stick. He can get a shield off in a second, dispel it off. Yeah. Poison attack, not going to take him down. Barely surviving.
Yep, that's the nice thing about the shield. Removes the poison attack stacks, and both mids making a play onto the enemy carries. But I would say this benefited BINOMISTAS the most. They got the top tower. They're still defending bottom with their 5. Mid Snapfire got XP, got level 6 at 8 minutes into the game now. Got level 3 Lil Shredder and Mortimer Kisses. I think he's going to go down bottom and throw some kisses onto the Mars or the Viper. Need someone to stun for him, though.
Benny hasn't been as struggling as much as that Wraith King has either. He's a couple hundred net worth ahead of him. It looks like Viper's still going to stay down bot, though.
Check out the smoke here, Gary.
Who is it?
Oh, they see Moonlight. They should get Moonlight first. They should 100%. Okay.
They can't decide which way to go.
Yeah.
Light Strike Array with kisses. Landing on the Viper.
So good.
Beautiful double ulti. Take down Nana, and kisses onto the Witch Doctor. Bring him down to about 200 health.
My God. If it wasn't for the raindrop there, I think Angel was also dead.
Probably.
Oh, man.
And they've still got Stampede.
This early 6 was so nice from Jupiter here.
The kill on the courier. Snipe out Grimm's courier if you can see it. Where is it? Hello. Come on. There you have it.
Killed.
And Lina can go back, return to that mid lane. Put a bit of pressure on the tower as they've already taken top tier 1. They can just swing into action mid. And Viper, no longer that real mainstay hero top of the net worth board. He is currently in 5th position. Struggling a little bit on Nana now.
Yeah, that first rotation top with the teleport, trying to kill the Centaur, really hurt him a lot because he died instantly. When he revived, he didn't have a TP up. He had to walk all the way bottom, so he's not farming. He did get the kill onto the troll, and now with him attempting to go back middle, dies again. So compared to game number 1, he has already died 2 times. The Snapfire and Lina are doing work on this Viper.
And it looks like the Latam defenders really starting to feel it. Cockahawk deciding no Midas, no Radiance. He's going straight into Armlet. Ooh, Angel's getting chased out by Nuages here. But Valky's Mars, he's in the area with a Grimstroke there. Mini, he looks to snipe out the Witch Doctor, misses uphill. The arena catches the Snapfire. Angel into the arena, so they can't hit with the Laguna Blade. They do get the kill at long last. So, trade 1 for 1. Who's the additional target? It's Moonlight. Light Strike Array connects on both him and the Viper. But Mini, sprinting away with the Boots of Travel. That movement speed paying off.
Wants to get out.
They don't want to stick around and fight. Yeah, now Mars has just been left alone. They've got a DD Viper here. Mars, though, still stuck up on the high ground, trying to turn with a spear and run away, but Mini's right clicks. That onslaught was unstoppable.
It's kind of funny. Lina hits the Witch Doctor for the last hit, misses uphill. Then he walks into the arena, misses 2 hits, then just drops the Laguna. It's like, alright, fuck this shit.
I'm done.
I'm done. I'm done.
Just kill him.
Get this guy out of here. But yeah, it was kind of awkward because they looked like they wanted to go onto Lina, and then Nana also had a DD. He just backed off and kind of let his Mars to dry there.
Yeah, definitely some miscommunication about what they wanted to actually accomplish in that Radiant jungle. And while that's all happening, yeah, Centaur's putting a lot of pressure on top. He's going to get closed in on by 3 heroes, and with Maldic Deathwall, there is no escape. A big kill for Cockahawk, that's for sure.
Yeah, he needed that. And he's got an Armlet now, which is interesting. I didn't really think this was an Armlet kind of game. I kind of enjoy Radiance against Troll Warlord, but maybe, like you said, it's too much farm that the Wraith King needs to get before he can come online. He might just go for Radiance after this Armlet. It's still possible. Maybe he's using the Armlet in case BINOMISTAS want to run into his jungle and he just needs to be ready to fight.
Yeah, I guess with plays like this, especially where they just cookie a creep, Light Strike Array with a chain stun.
That damage.
Pops his 1, but he's done for. Mini, with the help of the Stampede and the shield, he just pops off. Disappears. Can't
Gary, they just right-clicked him down. Little Shredder, Medallion, Lina, right-clicks, didn't even use Laguna Blade there? Wow.
Sad times for Viper, isn't it?
I love this. I hope this is the future of Snapfire. It's just hilarious.
Little Shredder minus armor with a medallion.
I just love the Solar Crest build too for supports to be able to get. It just makes you feel so good. Just giving a free item to your carry essentially.
Yeah, it's so cheap and easy to build. Well, pressure onto that bot tier 1 from Cockahawk with his armlet. Mars there as well. But a smoke from the BINOMISTAS, they are ready. Kiss is thrown in. Valky getting caught out. Lina with a backstab, and the Laguna Blade will take down the Mars in short measure. While Wraith King still being chased down with a cookie there. Snapfire keeps sticking on him. Shield onto Lina. She's sat about half HP. They want to try there with a Soulbind Silence. But Wraith King wasn't feeling bold enough to go diving tier 1. Well, no, it's also rotated down here, so a lot of expenditure from the Latam defenders, bringing them all down bottom, while Troll Warlord just gets free reign mid.
Yeah, Cockahawk just gonna go mid now, protect that, farm up. They cannot fight into this Abaddon right now. He is far too strong with that level 4 Apothec shield. Just gonna have to play for some farm right now. If you're Latam defenders, you're too far behind. You lost top lane, you lost bottom lane. Viper unfortunately died, even though he was doing all right. And Just need to chill.
Chill and
Gotta
farm.
wait for BINOMISTAS to make some mistakes.
We're smoking though. Immediately broken by the snap. Valky can't close in on her fast enough. Centaur, he's got Hood Vanguard, 2000 HP. There's no way, but a good spear onto Mini. If they can focus the leadless Lina down, she is a huge kill, but the Laguna Blade thrown to the Mars brings him down. And they can't actually catch Mini. She's being shielded and stampeded, so the Centaur just runs straight back in on towards Cuckahook. Reincarnation. They are under that nether toxin, but with a light strike array and the lack of backup here from the Dire team. Viper's hitting a Centaur, not doing a damn bit of damage, and the Wraith King just left there high and dry.
That's not chilling, is it, Gary?
That's not chilling.
That is not chilling by Latam defenders. That is them thinking, we gotta fight our way back into this game. No, 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 no. You do not have any timings at the moment. They kind of just went in there and are not accounting for the fact that there's a stampede, Witch Doctor's not there, you're initiating onto a Centaur, then you're going past the Centaur onto a Lina who has an Abaddon sitting behind her. And Latin defenders may have just given up the entire game with that one play. Like, now you're too far behind. You were only behind by like 4k gold, now you're behind 9k gold because you decided to fight when you're weak.
Yeah, now there's nowhere on the map to actually go and play. Moonlight has to shove out top. Triangle is where the Wraith King has to make his home. That means Viper gets very limited farm, just shoving out mid pretty much. Who was right on the panel, by the way? So Bowie said all 3 lanes would be won by BINOMISTAS, right?
Did he? Okay, alright. Yeah. He, you know, Bowie's a metagamer, man. He's like, oh, these guys are playing on Brazil server. It's BINOMISTAS time to shine, you know? He didn't even look at the drafts. He's just like, which server is... Who's
Ping
playing
advantage.
on which server this game? Okay.
There we go. I didn't check either. The Lina versus Viper, I think it was a pretty even matchup in that mid lane, where Lina won ever so slightly, especially with that first rotation top. So I think Zyori got that correct. Unfortunately, Trent, the loser out of the predictions.
Middle tower is under attack.
That battle transfer Benny so he can move from one camp to another faster. He literally just battle trans from small camp to ancient so he can run to the next camp quicker.
I feel like he might have just misclicked. I don't think he did that on purpose, Gary.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. He's got his battle fury.
Some people do use battle trans to clear ancient stacks just so you get the lifesteal as well, but you know.
Yep. That's a bit of an odd one.
Gotta say them.
On cooldown for a bit now.
Up. They got their timings, you know. On BINOMISTAS got a blink dagger. You got Jupiter with his kisses ready.
Just a matter of seeing someone and jumping them. Witch Doctor and Viper, if they ever so much as show on this wave. Oh, looks like they've just about missed their timing. BINOMISTAS, if they stuck around for a couple more seconds, they probably would have found him. Instead, wanting to diverge, get back out on the map, control that top portion with the outpost top. And of course, Roshan is the next big key objective for them. This troll wall has been given so much space to farm his BKB. He's not even top of net worth either. That's mini. Oh man, when they get double BKB on Radiant, it is so much more difficult for the Dire to fight because you're all magic damage.
Yeah, exactly. When they get the double BKBs, they're going straight into a Roshan pit. They can even go to a Roshan pit right now. They see the Mars bottom. They see the Viper here too. And you shouldn't really feel too afraid. The only thing is they don't have any D wards on the top side of the map. Nuash, he pings it out. He's getting the sentries into his inventory. Yeah, let's get rid of those wards, buddy. Okay.
Yeah, Centaur, go walk up high ground for me. You're the tanky one. See, honestly, that is something that doesn't happen in pubs often enough. Position 3 that just walks up high ground, guard your supports when they're trying to ward. Okay, it takes a bit of communication. Supports should also ask for it. But you definitely should be protecting your warders.
Here we go. I'm gonna get into the mind of Gary right now. Last night you played a position 3, and you were the offlaner. You ran in for your supports first, and you walked up the high ground. You scouted for them, and you felt really good about it.
Yeah.
And now you're sharing your story.
That's me. Yeah, I've been playing nothing but position 3. I'm queuing for 1, 2, and 3. But I don't think I've had a single carry or mid game in the past like 20 games. Blink Stomp on the Wraith King. Centaur toying with him a little bit. They've also got these kisses from the left-hand side if they do want to kick a fight off properly. Mini just gets a freebie tower top, though. Inkswell onto the Centaur. Sexy Fat, cook it away.
Viper's trying, Gary. You know, if you're a Viper, you never want to be unloading onto a Hood hero. He didn't even bring him to half HP. And now he has to TP back to base because he had 0 mana because he unloaded his entire poison attack onto the Centaur with Hood. That's gotta feel bad. Yep, it's time to rush in though. You got a Solar Crest ready. Just use the Solar Crest onto the rush. Everybody attack it. Let's go. You want the Abaddon here too, hitting it. Curse of Avernus, very nice. Onto the Roshan too.
Looks like Nuages is being the recon man, scouting out any potential moves from the Latam defenders, of which there is one. Roshan falls though. And very quickly they realize Moonlight, Valkyrie and Angel can't start anything off there. And now you're looking at what? Double BKB, Aegis in the hands of the Radiant. They've got mid-tier 2 to go and claim. There's also a couple of freebie towers bottom if they want to go for it. Yeah. Starting a fight onto a Centaur. You can spear up against trees all you want, but that's not going to do anything.
You're 18 minutes too late to start a fight onto the Centaur.
Pretty much. He's going for BKB too, you know.
Yep.
Drag that mid wave.
It's gonna be good against the Mars arena, if ever he faces some problems with that. Also good against the Vipers Nether Toxin. Retaliate will still be online.
And we're still waiting for that next item for Wraith King. He is 40 gold away from Relic, 21 minutes in after the armlet. And then he still needs the recipe on top of that, so much more space required here for Cuckahut to bring himself to a point where he feels comfortable. And he's going to get run at. Blink Stomp from Sexy Fat. Finds the pos 1 and the kisses come. No. He's starting to rain these poison attacks in onto the Centaur, but in comes the Troll. The arena there with a God's Rebuke back. Zoning away the Radiant, but their BKBs are popped and Mini's already taken down Angel. Benny sprints forward with his BKB. Doesn't want to battle traps. Force the Dire away.
That was a Troll BKB usage and the Stampede. All they got was a Witch Doctor out of it, Gary. I mean, I suppose a Wraith King's reincarnation is kind of important as well here. But they might be able to just hold the high ground while Benny doesn't have his BKB and buy enough time for the Wraith King to finish his Radiance. But they should definitely force him back at least, BINOMISTAS here. Because you can see the Mars is mid with the Grim, Wraith King is top, they're not ready to defend this.
Yes, Aegis Troll.
Yeah, you gotta get Latin defenders into the base.
Oh, Catapult dies. That final hit from the tower.
Oh, that's also good. The little shredder onto the tower too, Gary. My god. What a nice spell, really. Very nice spell.
You've been calling for it for weeks, and we're finally seeing it in action. It is a beautiful sight to behold.
Yeah, it's destroying. Like, I'm a big fan of new things, innovative things, because that means the opponent doesn't have enough time to understand what's going on, and they just get caught off guard by it. Oh, Jupiter, very aggressive TP.
Onto that outpost, yeah, they got the Yule stun onto the Mars. Laguna Blade takes him out of the game very quickly, while Witch Doctor does pick off Jupiter, but Mini's going to be there with the long-range right-clicks hailing down onto Angel. Double kill for Mini. Continues that beyond godlike streak at 11-0-3. Lina has so far had a perfect game.
They had the idea to stop Latin defenders from getting back onto the map topside, but maybe a little too aggressive of a TP from Jupiter there, giving away a position 4 kill. It's a lot of gold at this stage in the game with how far you're ahead. And look at your team. BINOMISTAS, they have the Aegis, but they've gone really far back now on their map because they've lost their position 4.
Yeah, sort of ebbing away. Still top 3 net worth though. 13k on both Troll, Lina, 11,000 on the Centaur. They've got some massive items because of it. And this next team fight, still holding on to Aegis for 1 minute, could be a defining one. That last outer tower, the tier 2 mid, and then maybe the pressure onto high ground. Kind of grouping up, thinking about smoking. All they do. Yep. How effective is that going to be against BKBs though, Theban?
That's true. It's gonna be really hard. You got a point there.
Well, maybe though, it's a glimmer of hope at least.
Try.
They're jumping onto the Mars though. Sexy Fat finds the Valkyrie Mars, and that Lina does so much damage. Well, the Witch Doctor battles with Jupiter, not going to get a kill there. 2 heroes obliterated.
Oh my goodness! It's just a Solar Crest and the Low Shredder just blew up the Witch Doctor. Wow.
Yeah, they're going to force high ground here. Next creep wave's going to come in. Nothing to stop him. 20 seconds on Aegis, but Benny doesn't really seem to mind about that. And they jump straight onto the Grimstroke. Sexy Fat, much cleaner on this Centaur than he was on the Mars. There's a Yules from Mini, trying to find Nanana's Viper, blowing him up with the Laguna Blade, even behind his tier 4s, and with no buyback available. He's not going to be able to return to battle, while Mini and Benny, they do fall back, even through the Soulbind, but the arena catches onto the Troll Warlord. He's got BKB Battle Trance, though. Even if he doesn't have Aegis, still got multiple lives, and the BKB Centaur jump stomp onto the 2 of them. The reinitiation with the Life Strike already takes down the first life of Cuckahooks. Wraith King, and I don't think he's got much left in the tank here. He's been chased down, and the Battle Trance will find him. No buyback on him. Valkyrie's stuck, chain stunned up, Benny with a double kill, and the Latam defenders, they'll call it GG, and they tap out.
Time to go next. Maybe Bowie's onto something. Maybe servers just play too big of a role. I'm just kidding. I think BINOMISTAS, they played very well this game. I love the Centaur Snapfire lane. It did a lot of work. I don't think Wraith King Wish Doctor could have done much more. Like they need to play to level 3. They need that level